What's up, Ramen Kang? Hope I'm saying that right. What's up, my dude? What's up? What's up? All right. So pretty much, I really want to talk to the beginner traders more than anything. Just because I feel like there's some misconception in the industry. There's a lot of yesterday, I was actually going to do a live video of me calling that guy out. It was some idiot on Instagram promising like $500 input, $500 investment, guaranteed $5,000 return in like a month or some stupid shit like that. And I want to clear a lot of the bullshit when it comes to trading and when it comes to the finance industry, because I feel like a lot of these, they're fucking, I don't want to call them that, but a lot of fucking scammers and a lot of like MLM, like multi-level marketing companies are getting their tentacles into the finance industry, predominantly into the trading industry, and heavily, really heavily into Forex. So I just want to kind of clear up some stuff, okay? Because even some big name educators who actually know what they're talking about, they are still promoting this, and I think it's terrible. So one, do not believe anybody ever. That means myself included. Do not believe me, do not believe anybody else unless you do your own research. That's primary step number one, okay? You have to do your own research in whatever you're planning to undertake. If that's trading or business or whatever, and you want to find a mentor, don't just believe people, okay? Do your own research. First of all, that's step one. Second of all, when it comes to trading specifically, if somebody tells you that their strategy is 95% accurate, they're probably full of shit. If somebody tells you that they're going to give you 100% return on investment in a year, or half a year, or a month, they're probably full of shit. Okay? If somebody tells you something stupid, like invest $500 and by next week I'll make you $5,000, because I literally just saw that on Instagram, it's bullshit. Okay? Just plain and simple. There's a shit ton of garbage. It's stupid because it makes it difficult for the rest of us, the people who actually trade on a day-to-day basis. It makes it difficult for us to give our knowledge to people because people are skeptical because of all the bullshit that exists. Okay, number two. This is important too. What's up, Steven? How you doing? Duncan Max, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm glad you agree. It's the damn truth. Miller, I can't read that, I'm driving. What's up, my dude? Anyway, second thing I want to talk about. Okay? I want to talk about penny stocks. I want to talk about my opinion when it comes to penny stocks. And I'm going to give you guys information that I tell my paid clients, the people who come to me to learn and who spend a lot of money on a one-on-one consultation. I'm going to tell you guys this, the same thing that I tell them, okay? A lot of them come to me with the expectation that I'm going to point them towards penny stocks and that penny stocks are going to change their life. Okay, number one, I don't trade penny stocks, okay? I just don't trade penny stocks. Every once in a blue moon, that would be a lie if I said that. I do not ever trade penny stocks. Maybe once in a very, like once every few months, I might find an opportunity in a penny stock that I might trade. But I don't trade them. I don't recommend them. Most of them are scams. Not only that, most people and don't get me wrong, you can make money in penny stocks, but you have to understand, most of the money is made on the short side, not on the long side. Most of the money is made shorting penny stocks, okay? If you see these educators making money going long on penny stocks, they're probably front-running their own clients. It's just the honest truth. And what I mean by that is they're buying a penny stock, they're setting out an alert, and then all their fucking sheep followers are also buying that penny stock, and then the influencer is dumping it. That's just how it is. That's the truth. It's sad. It's how it is. Okay, most of the money, most of the professionals that do trade penny stocks, they make money on the short side, period. Okay, that's just, anybody who knows what they're doing is going to make money in penny stocks on the short side. Now here's the problem when it comes to you trying to trade penny stocks. Even me, I've done this 6 years, and I even have trouble finding shares because I haven't made those connections in the industry, because I don't have an interest in penny stocks. But somebody like you who's brand new, you're going to find it difficult shorting penny stocks because you're going to find it difficult finding shares to short. That's just the honest truth. You need connections with your broker in order to find shares to short some of these penny stocks. Okay? So what happens? What most people do is they can't find, they're already enthralled in this mentality that penny stocks are going to make them money. They can't find any shares to short. So then they start looking for long opportunities. They start looking for long opportunities and they get fucking wrecked. That's just how it is. I don't advise trading penny stocks. And if you're going to trade penny stocks, make sure it's money that you don't care about, or make sure that you have a lot of experience already in the stock market. But for somebody with no experience, or for somebody coming in with 3 months of experience, or for somebody coming in who's never actually used an actual broker, or you just learned what short selling was a month ago, you probably should not be shorting penny stocks. That's just the honest truth. And I'm going to tell you something else. You don't need to short penny stocks to make money. Okay? You don't need to short penny stocks to make money. You can make money, and the place I make most of my money is stocks that trade in the range from $3 or $4 all the way to $15 to $20 with a high beta. Okay? Now this is what I'm going to tell you. This is what I tell really the people that pay me money to teach them how to trade. I'm going to tell you the same information that I tell them. Okay? And I'm going to give it to you guys for free. Okay, look. And first of all, you have to understand in statistics, you need to understand what standard deviation is and what expected return are. Those are two pretty simple, basic concepts in statistics, but I know a lot of people don't know statistics, so let me break them down. Expected return is just your mean. It's just your average, okay? If you took all the returns and you divided them by the amount of stocks that you're trading, you get a mean. You get an expected return. Standard deviation is, in trading, standard deviation is your risk. That is the amount of risk you're taking. Your standard deviation is your risk, okay? Now, let me break this down. When you take penny stocks, the reason why people are so interested in penny stocks is because they offer you the greatest unleveraged return possible. And it is possible to make a lot of money, but you have to understand, it is the greatest return possible. It does not mean that is your expected return, okay? And for those of you that do know a little bit of statistics, you know where I'm going with this. So yes, there are those unicorns. There are those outliers in penny stocks that will make you a tremendous amount of return on the long side. Okay? But if you take every single penny stock that exists, let's say there's 1,000. I don't know how many there are, and I don't care. Let's say there's 1,000 penny stocks. Okay? If you take all those penny stocks, and then you take, we're talking on the long side. If you take all their returns, I don't care if you do it for a day, for a month, for a year, or over the life of the stock. If you take all their returns, you add them all up and you divide them by 1,000, you're going to get a very, very low expected return. Most likely it's going to be negative. Okay? Not only that, if you take the standard deviation of those stocks, your standard deviation is going to be extremely, extremely, extremely high. Now, let's go back to finance. What is the primary, not the primary, but what is one of the big concepts in finance? Okay? More risk, more return. That is the concept in finance. The more risk you take, theoretically, you should make more return. Okay? So when you trade penny stocks on the long side, you are literally doing the exact opposite of what finance tells you to do. You're taking a stock with a huge amount of risk, with a very large standard deviation, and a very low or negative expected return. Okay? That's what you're doing. That's what you're literally doing, the opposite of what finance tells you to do. Okay? That is my opinion on penny stocks. That is my opinion of trading penny stocks on the long side. And yes, I know I'm going to get people who disagree with me. I understand that. Some of the people who I'm close to, who are on the group, who are in the group chat, etc., they trade penny stocks and they probably make good money. But I'm talking to the beginner. I'm talking to the person who's never traded before. You are really, if you trade penny stocks, you are stacking the odds against you. Okay? Do not learn how to trade in penny stocks. Let's see what else. Yeah, I agree, Steven, 100%. 100%. The whales, pump and dump. No, you guys are all right, correct. Now, that's the other thing. You have to understand, in penny stocks, there are these people, since they're not as regulated, there are promoters. And I appreciate Chen Tani. I think that's your name. That's a funny Instagram tag, man. But anyways, hopefully that's not your actual name. I'm over here saying that's a funny ass Instagram name. But anyways, Chen, you're 100% correct. There are people in penny stocks who are paid to promote the penny stocks. Sometimes you see these news releases and you get this huge spike. Yes, those are good opportunities to short. But they're not the greatest opportunities to go long because, one, how the hell do you know when it's going to happen? Unless you have some sort of insider information or something of that nature, which is on the borderline of illegal. Really, it is illegal. But if you can know before a promotion happens, or if you can get in early when a promotion happens on one of these penny stocks, yes, that's a good opportunity to go long. But once again, far and few between. You know, if you're going to make this a career and you're going to trade, either day trade, which once again, I don't recommend for the new trader. You know, contrary to popular belief, and there are reasons why stock traders, well, influencers or educators, there are reasons why most of them are penny stock, or excuse me, are day traders. They want you to trade as much as possible, but that's a whole nother subject that I don't really want to get into today. But one, yeah, day trading is already difficult. So, but if you're going to day trade, or even if you're going to swing trade, I take maybe 2 trades a week, 3 trades a week. Sometimes I don't take any trades a week. Sometimes I'll hold the same. I've been holding the same 7 stocks since February, and I've been making a shit ton of money on it. Okay, you don't have to trade all the time, but regardless, if you're going to try to make this into a career, you need to trade regularly. So if there are only opportunities sprinkled through the air ever so often, it's not going to be very good. It might supplement your income, but I'm saying if you want to trade regularly and you want to make this into a career, you need a platform, or you need to trade stocks that are going to allow you to trade continuously or often, fairly often. Okay? So that's why, once again, yes, you can short these pump and dumps, or you can go long on these pump and dumps if you get in early enough. But I recommend for the new trader, just stay away from penny stocks. Truly, stay away from penny stocks. Your expected return is probably negative. Your standard deviation is ridiculously high. So you're doing the opposite of what finance tells you. Not only that, what's funny is all these people who have no fucking clue what they're talking about, this is what they tell you. And this is what they're going to say. Because they don't expect you to know the statistics behind it, but they're going to say, yeah, just remember risk and reward. Remember, risk versus reward. If you want to make if you want to make a high reward, you have to take a large risk. No, that's not what the fuck finance says. That's not what it fucking says. It doesn't say that, oh, if you want to make a ton of money, you have to take a very large. Basically what they're telling you is you should trade penny stocks because they have a high reward, but of course they're going to have a high risk. It just comes with the territory. No, that's fucking bullshit. They don't have a high reward if you're using statistics, which is basically what they're trying to say. Risk versus reward, that's the thing that comes from statistics. Your expected return is fucking negative when it comes to penny stocks on the long side. So they're literally telling you that you have a high reward. No, what they're doing is they're pointing out the outliers. They're pointing out the possibility. But in statistics, you don't look at the possibility, you look at the expected return. You look at the expected return versus the standard deviation. That is your risk versus reward. Okay? You don't look at the fucking outliers. And they're going to scream the outliers. They're going to say, yeah, but you know, yesterday I traded the stock and it went 300% in a day. Yeah, that's an outlier. That's not how you measure reward. You measure reward based on the average of all the fucking penny stocks. And then you take that reward and you compare it to your risk across all the penny stocks. So you're literally doing the opposite of what finance tells you to do. What theoretical finance tells you to do and what investment finance tells you to do is the more risk you take, the more return you should receive. That is correct. But you're taking a fuck ton of risk in penny stocks and your expected return or your expected reward is negative. You guys need to understand that. Stay away from penny stocks. You know, it's true. Especially if you're brand new. Stay away from fucking penny stocks. Don't let these idiots influence you. Don't let these idiots make it seem like you're going to make a ton of money in penny stocks. You're not going to. I'm sorry. That's just a blunt, honest truth. You're probably going to blow up your account. You're probably going to blow up your account trading regular stocks, let alone penny stocks. But anyways, that's my rant for today. Stay the fuck away from penny stocks until you get your feet in the water, until you understand what you're doing. And even then, there are other better, safer ways of making good quality return. Stay away from pennies. All right, you guys. With that, like I always say, trade smart. Don't trade dumb. Trade smart. Seriously, trade smart. All right. I'm going to leave it there. It's Friday. The market's closed. I'm going home. I have a one-on-one lesson to teach tomorrow. So I need to work on some slides for that. Hopefully I can deliver some value to that person who's taking the class. So, all right, you guys. I'm going to leave it there. Peace.